Here we go! Hello everyone, hello, let's get started with the show. I'll just unveil our show up tonight and I'm almost in good vein and especially speaking American, that's always uplifting my mood and I'm always revealing those kind of like attitudes that I want to be that way and I don't say that I say that way, that I think that way, that I act that way, I'm being that way right now. That way, I mean my American and my current premise of speaking practice for tonight is not, it's kind of like exclusion set by me for no reason why, just my regular stuff that I do and I'm always been missing. I've been missing my speaking practice. That's what I meant to say. If I say something that doesn't sit right, and I don't fucking care. You know my regard how it goes down. It's my American. I shape it. I rule it. I command it, and I do not need any qualifications about what I said right, what I said wrong, and whether it sounds something weird to you, probably not so Native American ear. To Native American ear, probably sound good, and I'm not being shy right now and make some coherent sounds that happens here and there. They may fall into the wrong places that don't sit right, and that's why I just want to branch out a little and every current practice of mine and say something differently, approach some grammar point that doesn't exist from different angles. And I'm like always done. Just done for just real and deprecating kind of humor piece, and that's the part of my practice. No can do if I mismatch or if I don't match or someone else's or anyone else's expectations, then you know what to do. You're free to leave, and you're free to stay. You're free to be shit doing along with me, and if you're rolling down the road, if I were to shoot up tonight along with me, then I'm applauding you. I'm applauding you. Be good and be that way. Say that way. Do that way. But being that way matters more than anything else. That in that regard relating to my activity, what I do. Yes, I noticed one fact when I lower my bar, for example, I unintentionally, fucking unintentionally, happen to listen when people speak at lower paces with their bad accents. When they don't exist, those bad accents, but I'm not saying that my accent is good or bad or whatever, but people might have different accents. They do actually, that stands for their own root origin theme, their own uh, language derived accent, that kind of thing, what I'm talking about here, you know what I'm saying? And it's not bad, it just happens here and there. If they don't work too much, or they don't have time, or they do not want to work on that, that happens, that they do have those accents. And I'm trying to shed my native language driven accent, derived accent, excuse me, and I'm all on it every single day of my life, and I'm shedding that accent, and I'm kind of like emulating American paces and intonations, and that's where I want to be my beloved fluency place, and I'll be with you there. I promise we will be together there. You're my listener, my occasional viewer, excuse me for mispronouncing this word, and if you're my regular follower, maybe even subscriber, then and applauding you again and again, and this time being this with a shit up tonight. Yes, this is the guide, the manual, the tutorial, not a tutorial, and guide how to use my first car. I sold it a long time ago, like 17 years ago. I sold it. This stuff remained, and I found it finally. It says Ford Scorpio. It's one of my favorite mates in automobile world, and it says Ford. I also the owner, owner, the driver of Audi A6, been made in 1997 year, and I like the masters, trademarks, when cars are made by Audi or Ford trademarks, and I'm kind of missing my first car. I'm being nostalgic right now. I know, no can do it. And I like those colors, blue and deep indigo, and for the top of the steering wheel, that logo is there, and that brings me good memories about my early days of shit doing, and I'm all reminiscing about those times, and they were good actually. Now I'm having better times in my life. I'm improving, I'm advancing, I'm going where I'm going and where I want to go, and I'm in the process of going and where I want to go. And that's the most crucial making thing for me. And I highly recommend you doing the same things in your life. Follow your passion. Don't be lazy. And I found and back to the track. I'm losing my track while being sidetracked. And this with the shit of tonight. So gross, patchy. I know. Now can I have the shit actually? I'm gonna land my ass in my bath, and I'm gonna do that after I finalize my video shit of tonight. After my video shoot is made, I'll be there, landing my ass in my bath. And these guide is like all I cannot even externalize to what extent it means a lot to me. It brings again the good times or sensations or physical ones in my body. Even when I'm touching it, I'm feeling this paper is qualitative, it's German made, it's thick, it smells like should smell, and that's fucking it. No any words around it. If you're a man, if you're a driver yourself, you had your first car, even the owner of your first car and having another car, but you do not want to shed your first one, and that's for what purpose you keep your first car, for good memories, for good mood, and for good again feelings inside your soul, as you say. And that's the thing that brings the same to me, to my apprehension of the whole cars world. And it's never been out of this way that I told you already. Ford and Audi, they are always in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Yes, actually, this is that's what I didn't finish, haven't finished yet with my idea. When I listen to people, when they go slowly and then they go and act with accents, I'm kind of lowering my bar intentionally. I don't want I want to listen to Native American speech said by Native Americans, said by news on whatever sources of original materials made by native speakers of the United States of America. And when they speak fast and they speak in some weird I never heard previously accent, that challenged my ear, and then I wanted to be there all the way long, and that is so deep as I only could, as I only can, and that theme of not being there to the full extent, like 99% and 89% or whatever percent, or 14% excuse me, remainder unclear. Then they speak fast, and they speak the vocabulary that I do not know yet, and that's the thing that pulls me up, and that's where I want to be. Not those middle paces, lower paces, accents and stuff. But it's like my side note, don't be offended if you if you have, excuse me, your accent, or if you're not so fast as the Native Americans probably. If you do not want to work on your English, that's the sign that you do not love it too much or at all. Because I love my American, I love my English, and I work on it, and so do you. If you love, it doesn't need even to be said. You'll get it if you want it. You'll get it. You'll find a way how to get it, the thing that you want, and will be there. You'll figure out the way to be there, as I figure out my way of going in my American. And guys, gather all, but only for this time being, off tonight's evening, nice evening, I should say. And joy is not fully seen on my face, but it's inside me. Inside I'm smiling. I'm all happy. Yes, thanks again for attending my spot, for being with me tonight, for practicing myself, practicing my American. That being said, rap should have seen, revenue should have been further away, further away doesn't block our ways anymore. And in that regard being said again and again, I'm reiterating fluffy sheets again and again for training purpose only, probably not offending or sensitive American ears. And again, I gotta roll, stay tuned to my channel, thanks for being with me tonight, for practicing, for whatever, practicing, be good with that practice. I'll be contributing to your whatever practices as soon as much as I can, as I will be doing my subsequent sessions. Stay tuned, don't switch the channel, tell a lot, I won't don't ask me to do that and again, gotta roll again. Stay tuned, and thanks again for attending my spot, for being with me tonight. Keep practicing. Night. See you around, guys and gals. Be good. Gotta roll night.